Well, News Channel 3 is learning just how difficult life is for the Gloucester girl nearly starved to death by Brian and Shannon Gore.
And investigator Jessica Larche joins us now with the very sad details. We've been wondering what happened to that child.
She was adopted by two people who apparently love her very much, and I actually have copies of letters that they wrote for the courts, basically explaining how she's doing. It's called the Victim Impact Statement. She's been with the family again for 2 years since police found her trapped in that cage that the Gores left her in. And her parents say the now 8-year-old has the mind of a 3-year-old, and she has an overwhelming fear that she won't get to eat. Shannon Gore sobbed through her sorries in court Monday. She and her husband Brian sentenced to 30 years for keeping their daughter in a makeshift cage, barely feeding her.
I pray every single day that she's getting the love and care that she deserves, and I failed to give to her.
These letters show the little girl formerly known as Allison Gore is getting that love from the couple who adopted her. Her mother writes, "At first glance, one would see a beautiful, blonde-haired, blue-eyed little girl and a smile that is bright and full of innocence." But her father writes that his daughter often cries, thinking that she isn't going to eat another meal. He says she asks repeatedly when we will eat again and if she will be allowed to have any. And he says she has to be watched carefully when she eats, for she eats so fast that she is choked. Her mother also says she has to be continually reminded not to eat off the floor. Shannon Gore said she and Brian stopped regularly feeding the girl when she was around 3 until police found her when she was around 6 years old. Authorities say she had started eating flakes of her own skin, hair, and feces. She was so cramped in that cage for so long, her brain and muscle development stalled. Doctors say she may never recover from much of that damage.
This is just absolutely heartbreaking.
It is. I mean, the three of us are nearly in tears just even listening to what she went through, and she will have to battle with this for the rest of her life. This is not something that a whole amount of physical therapy can do. She'll have to go through counseling for the rest of her life. She's seeing a psychiatrist now to deal with her issues dealing with food. She has a problem where she's continually picking on her skin, things like that. So she will have to deal with this for the rest of her life.
It is so hard to hear and so hard to listen to and so hard to think that somebody could actually let that happen, thinking that it's just another moment thing. I mean, this is affecting her everyday life at school.
Yes, she is in 1st grade now. She's in a regular school, but she sees her other classmates getting on things like the monkey bars, and she can't do it. She lacks the core muscles, the development there, because she was cramped in the cage, that she can't support herself. And the letters say, and we'll see more of this at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight, but the letters say that she gets frustrated because she knows that she's different, and she gets frustrated with herself, but it's not her fault. It is not her fault.
No, it's not.
Unbelievable. Okay, we'll look forward to hearing more about that. Thanks.
Jessica.
Glad she's in a safe place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, breaking news.